Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the free hour. It's your boy Trevor Turner. Back here with another video, man. 5 years from now, 5-year transformation plan. Our weekly updates, our weekly progress report on this journey through life using the free hour, using these new mindsets, man. Showing you guys that it can work. Showing you guys that you can improve your mindset. If I can do it, you can do it. So yeah, let's jump right in real quick, man. Let's kind of touch on what's been going on with me this week. Gratitude, so fucking grateful where I'm at. So grateful of this new situation. So grateful of everything that's been attracted to me. Everything that's been going on. Grateful of being back connected with fam. Man, just a whole lot of stuff. Grateful for the departments I work at. Grateful for my coworkers. Grateful for my bosses, my supervisors and all that too. Just a whole lot of gratitude. A whole lot of gratitude going on. Let's see. What are some really profound things that happened this week? So I got something that happened at work that I was, I can kind of use as an example for how this stuff has been working for me. So basically, we all know I got a record. I got a criminal record. Basically, with the job that I'm at, one of the departments, they got notified today, hey, put this person on hold. Their background check didn't clear. I've been working for a month. Mind you, before I started working, they had gotten email, from student employment office saying, hey, this guy's background is clear. His background check is clear. Mind you, I got emails saying that my background check had been done and been completed. It had been sent back. Time had passed enough for them to review it. But basically they're trying to say that the people that reviewed it, they're not supposed to be the ones that review it. It's supposed to be a different department. Okay. So yeah, I got put on hold, basically got fired on my day off. It wasn't until I got home. I just got home a little bit ago. Took the bus, rode my bike the rest of the way. And it wasn't until I got home that I realized that it wasn't fucking with me. It took for me to get home to realize that I wasn't stressing. Like, yes, I was upset in the moment. But by the time I got home, it was like water under the bridge. By the time I got home, it was like, that's already behind me, even though it just happened today. By the time I got home, I was back to feeling grateful for everything that I got. I was back to feeling good. I rode up with a smile on my face. And I wasn't thinking about the fact that, that happened and they notified this department. I was thinking about all the stuff that I'm going to do for both departments, because they have me doing different aspects of, social media stuff. I've been creating content outlines and content ideas for them, student spotlights, in-depth with rising scholars, Q&As and all of that stuff for their stuff. And then for the counseling department, meet your counselor and advisor, in-depth services, walkthroughs, events. Registration is coming up, so it's going to be something for registration too. And I was able to, while I'm on the bus and while I'm riding my bike home, just continue to think about those things and continue to think about how I'm going to implement those things, continue to think about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to make those things special. And the fact that, they put me on hold wasn't even a blip on my radar, because I have made it a habit, so much of a habit, of being mindful and just walking in faith and just walking in the truth. I know that everything I visualize and everything that I see coming to fruition is going to happen. So the things that I'm creating and the ideas that I'm having, they're going to have a use. They're going to be put to use. So I'm going to continue creating. I'm not going to take that time away from creating and take that time and that energy away from that creativity and away from those ideas, because even if they don't clear my background and even if I don't go back to work, I can use those ideas for somebody else, for my own, for myself. I could even send all of those ideas to, the person I was working with in the counseling department and have her go ahead and run with it, because she wanted to also, do the social media stuff. And I'm thinking about solutions. I'm thinking about opportunities. I'm thinking about options. I'm not thinking about, oh, well, damn, where can I get another job? Or I'm not thinking about, oh, well, damn, well, how can I fight this? Or I'm not thinking about like, damn, this kind of fucked up and why would they do this to me? And the old me would have been throwing like the biggest pity party. Like, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this? What's going on? What is all the whines? All the whines, the wambulance with the cries, the whamburger with the cries, in the wambulance all the way to the hospital. All the cheese with all that wine. Whatever, little cliches that us old people like to say, man. But look, the old me just not even that long ago would have been on bullshit, would have been on such a negative mindset, would have been on such a victim mentality. Like, this doesn't happen to everybody. This doesn't happen to me. They're out to get me, blah, blah, blah. And here's the thing, like, there's clear evidence that it wasn't just me, because it's happened to a few people, a handful of people. It was just something, it would have to be a systemic error where the people who, had initially cleared it were not supposed to clear all of these things, or they didn't check over, or they didn't do the paperwork saying that they did correctly, or something, right? And because I know for a fact, I know at least 3 or 4 people personally that had happened to it. I know for a fact, I've heard the list of names that it happened to was like at least 7 to 10 people. It wasn't, it wasn't just me, but the old me would have been like, no, it's me. And they're only doing it to these other people so they can get me too. And now that I'm even saying it right now, it's like, you guys hear how crazy that sounds too, right? But there would have been no stopping it. That would have been all the excuses that I need. That would have been literally everything I need to just say, fuck it. Fuck school, fuck work, fuck this social media shit, fuck this YouTube shit, fuck this positivity shit, fuck these jobs, fuck trying to better myself, fuck doing all these readings, fuck doing all this working out and shit. Like, I know how to make money. And it would have been an opportunity for that, to do that. And I say all that to say this, is that these little mindsets, these little changes that I've been putting in, this work that I've been putting in, little work that's added up to big results, has having me seeing the other side of those opportunities, having me seeing the other side of that coin, having me see that this is an opportunity to show that I'm really going to be about what I'm going to be about, what I say I'm going to be about, that I'm really going to be about what I say I'm going to be about. This is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity to get better. Before, I would have looked at it as a failure. No, this is a failure. This stuff always happens to me. Why would I even try? Why would I even go this route? Blah, 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 all that, all the bullshit, all the dumbass shit, this dumb shit that dumb motherfuckers say, right? And now, even getting to this point in my mind, I can see that the old me literally would have said that and tried to convince myself of that, even though the old me would have been looking at it as an opportunity. It just would have been an opportunity to go back out there and fuck up. An opportunity to take this money I got saved in the bank and go get a quarter key or some shit. An opportunity, to hit up the homie and like, let's go do something. Let's go. I'm mad. Let's go do this, whatever, get drunk. Let's go, fuck some dudes up, whatever the case, right? It would have been the opportunity that the old me would have jumped at, calling it failure. And what it is now is the opportunity that the new me is jumping at, calling it a chance to really succeed. And it's all because of these little changes that I made. It's all because of these little changes, these little practices. It's an opportunity. It's all opportunity. So actually, one of the opportunities, it gives me some more ideas of what to do for this particular channel. I'm already doing the ABC series. I'm already doing this. I'm already doing workouts. What I can do is I can start to give you guys some more in-depth practices on the different areas that I did myself way back at that point, way back at the beginning. And then have you guys follow that. Follow my progress, not just hear about it like this, but follow my progress. Follow what I was doing. See the way I implemented it into my life. And obviously, if you're already there yet, if you're already where I'm at, then it could just be a couple of little tips you might pick up here and there until I get to the point where you're at. And you see like, okay, this is how I grow. This is how I get to the higher vibration. This is how I get to that higher level. This is how I get to that upper octave. That upper octave that they talk about. 7 steps of vibration. It's an upper octave. There's resistance that you have to go through once you get to a certain steps, and it's usually the half steps. So what happens is this, I'm going to show you every step. And I'm going to show you how I got over those half steps, because this, whatever it is that's happening, right? These opportunities, this quote unquote obstacle, this quote unquote, not even a blip on my radar, not even really an event that happened today. The difference between my reactions is a step, but the difference in the way I think about it and feel about it is literally a half step. Because you can feel like, oh, I'm grateful to have a job and I'm grateful to have this going on. I'm grateful to have that going on, and still feel kind of bitter about bullshit. You can feel like, I got all this good stuff going on in my life. Why can't this go good too? And the difference between saying that and saying, you know what, there's opportunity in this. Everything is going good. That is too. Everything is going in the direction I need it to go. Just because I may not agree with where the GPS says on a turn, because I might think I know better, this might be the faster route to get to where I'm going. And the difference between thinking of it that way and thinking of it as like, this is some bullshit, and now I got to fight this, and you know what, I'm going to be the bigger person and do it respectfully. The difference between that is literally a half step. And we're going to focus on how to get there, man. And I'm going to do more to bring those things to my platform, to my channel. I'm going to do more to do that starting immediately. I got the stuff coming for the podcast. Probably Paradise. I'm trying to get my bro as the first guest. Trying to get my brother. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make that pop. I'm gonna make that happen as soon as I get these microphones. My brother, he's gonna be the first guest, man. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but you know what I'm saying. My brother, he's gonna be the first guest, and then I got shit lined up. I'm gonna be doing other shit, other types of interviews with different types of people for different types of content, for different types of ideas that I got. What else happened? That was great. Did my education plan. I enrolled in my classes tomorrow. That's great. It's all great. It's all to the good. It's all to the great. When I got on the scale yesterday, I had an appointment yesterday. That's why I didn't make this video yesterday, because today's Tuesday. Yesterday was April Fool's. I had an appointment at the doctor. Your boy was down like 3 or 4 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a little something light, you know what I'm saying? Your boy's down 3 or 4 pounds, man. Your boy's feeling good, man. Your boy's feeling like this bike is not kicking my ass on the way to work as badly. That should be kicking my ass, but it's not. It's a great opportunity to get a different type of workout in every single morning. I love it. Um, Man, what else great been happening? Just, man, just my mindset. Just my mindset. And one of the books I've been reading, and I don't think I'm going to do a book review on it immediately. This is like something I might be doing on it later on. But if you ever have the chance to get it or even like, look up snippets from it, Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, man, it's got some stuff in there that's like, obviously outdated, antiquated, whatever. However, man, it has some stuff that will never go out of style. It has some stuff that will never not be beneficial to the human experience, to the mindset, to the way you carry yourself and the way you treat yourself on the inside. And just the fact that he says there are some men who go and they take their retreat in the wilderness. They go and they take their retreat at a vacation home, or what he called it, the villa and all that other stuff. There's some men who in the countryside, they take their retreat. But the man who can take his retreat within himself and his own soul is above all. And that retreat does more to revitalize and more to rejuvenate than anything. And one of the things that really hit me with is the fact that this free hour, man, just these little steps have made me so much more comfortable within my own skin. So much more comfortable just being with myself. I used to would have said it being alone with myself, because that factor of loneliness would have been there. That factor of like, damn, I kind of want somebody around. That factor of like, might need this distraction, or that factor of I might need to do something to get my mind out of myself or away from myself or get out of my thoughts. And just the stuff that I've been doing, from the Miracle Morning, from doing my savers every morning, from reading these books, from taking the time to focus on the things that I want to do, taking the time to focus on myself, and taking the time to accept myself, accept the present moment. Don't dwell on the past and don't worry on the future. Just live in this moment. Obviously, you can think about what the minutes you spend and the hours you spend are going to build and shape for the future, but you can't live in the future because it don't even exist yet. You have to live right now, and you have to live here with you. You have to be you. And one of the things I'm going to talk about in the next video is going to be about joy. You can be comfortable. You can be accepting. You can be loving of who you are, where you are, what you are, right? You can be all those things while still trying continuously and with all of your effort to better yourself. And a lot of us, I think, we feel like to love ourselves means to accept every little part of ourselves that we don't like. And one of the things that we do is we ascribe all of these different characteristics of our bodies or our personality or whatever the case may be, or our feelings or our emotions or even our thoughts. And we say, if we are to feel joy and we are to be accepting of ourselves, then we have to be okay with all of that stuff. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. You just have to know that you are enough. You have to know that just because you're trying to change and improve something about yourself doesn't mean that you don't accept yourself. It means that you love yourself enough to work on yourself. It's like when you have a nice car. People who have nice cars, they wash their cars. People who have nice cars, they take care of their cars. People who have nice cars, they put different wheels and rims. They put different performance parts on their cars. People who have nice cars, they might do the sound system. People who have nice things take care of those things. It's the same with us. Because I realize that I am a wonderful and beautiful and amazing luxury item, this amazing thing, that means that I can take a look under the hood and change some stuff about myself, make improvements, make upgrades, performance modifications, whatever you want to call them, aesthetic modifications, whatever you want to call them. Like, I love the way I look. I love my body. I love my face, but that don't mean that I'm getting tired of this beard and I'm probably going to do something with it here. Probably the next time you see it, it's going to be something different with this beard. I've had it like this. I've had the scruffy McDuffie for long enough, locked up with, with the scruffaluffagus too long. But that doesn't mean that, like, when I look at myself, that I am not accepting of myself. I don't like the way my hairline looks all the time, but that doesn't mean that I am not accepting and joyful in my own skin. When I look at myself in the mirror, I'm looking at parts of my body that I can improve and make make improvements upon. I'm looking at parts of my body that I could change for the better. And the reason I do that is because I care about myself and I care about my body. It's not because I don't like my body. It's not because I hate my body. It's because I love my body enough to want to do something better for it. If that makes sense. And that's something I'm going to break down a lot in my video on joy. It's going to be about how we reconcile joy and how we reconcile happiness and being present and being accepting of the present moment, because that is the only way to really get joy, is to live in the present and be present and and the only way to be present and live in the present is to accept the present. That means that all those things that we can change, we're working on changing them. And that means all those things that we can't, we're accepting them. Either saying it now is not the time to change it, or it's something that I can never change, and I accept it and I am okay with it. And reconciling that with this journey that a lot of us are on to be better. Because you have to love yourself enough to want to make yourself better. You can't do it from a position of hatred. You can't do it from that position. You can't. You can do it from a position of hatred of your circumstances, but guess what? The reason you hate your circumstances is because you love yourself enough to know that you don't belong in those circumstances. You feel me? And that's what I'm getting at, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about. Man. And it's just so much going on. This was supposed to be like a 5-10 minute video. I just been rambling and talking shit like fucking always. I got running for senator, BC, running for senator. I got a debate. I'm probably gonna get mollywopped and thrashed. I don't even know what I'm gonna be talking about up there. I got a second chance panel. Try to record it if I can, record bits and pieces of it if I can. But beyond that, man, thank you guys for watching. If you watch, thank you guys for riding out this journey with me. And if you're watching this later on, man, if you're watching this later on and a newer video brought you to this one, let me know. Like, share, and make sure you share your thoughts with me. Deuces.